Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance. We are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between our visitors and the Baltimore Ravens. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Watson. This complete to David Bell. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 18 yards the gain for number 18. His first pass attempt of the game, Charles, and the pass rush was right there to hit him. But no fear, he delivered an accurate ball. Nice catch.
And you never want to see your quarterback getting hit. But it also sends a message to the rest of the team when he's able to take that shot and still deliver downfield. Showing a little toughness, and the team rallies around him. This could really help them on their drive. That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Watson tries the right side, and he finds Bell. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now Watson. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 43. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Chubb. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Chubb again. but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ninth play now, this long opening drive. Can they cash it in on 3rd and goal? Here's Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught at the 20. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2nd and 6 from the 10. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. This is Hines. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Tucker with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Browns drive about to get started.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Watson now to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Ravens will take over possession here up at the 44.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's third and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Now Jackson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
After the incompletion, here now, third and 2. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Ravens sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Jackson to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Connor. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. And the tight end goes in motion left.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Second and 5 now. Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Play action is Watson. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 40.
Patrick Queen got in there to stick it against the sack.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. The full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Here's a give to Dobbins running right.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
I tell you, he brings the wood when he comes flying up in run support. He may be a safety, but he hits like a linebacker.
And on third down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. This time, Jackson will throw it. They're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And the Browns will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Patrick Queen. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
The competition comes out in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that one is knocked down, but I don't think it's going to matter. The defense looked like they jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples, but I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
On second down, here's Watson. He's going to go up top again. This is intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, we'll see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit and get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in a mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Now Dobbins again on second down. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. To throw is Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. Myles Garrett in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Watson's throw hauled in by Bell. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson, his throw incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Now it's Watson. Looking for Cooper, that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
David Bell
From 10 yards out.
and the Browns have taken the lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but...
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Throwing on second and long. Jackson dancing to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the interception, here's Watson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the side.
It's certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing second and 20-plus. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
Throwing on second and long. Watson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw, Watson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to convert the completion there. Now the drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this will remain a one-touchdown game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in the kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Here's the option going left on second down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 7. Jackson. Over the middle. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're on that at the 14. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Chubb. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Now a give left side for Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on third. Cooper will come in motion right. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. He fell into the bad spot. Unfortunately, it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up fourth down. York able to send this one through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this third quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown. But the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD.
The York on now for the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Browns 24, Ravens 14.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And, Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and the bottom line is protect the football and just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points, but that doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Play action. It's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Connor. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. Play action. Now Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And Jackson throwing once more. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Connor. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And now here is another interception. And the Browns are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Taking down at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 10. First down.
They run again on first down. Chubb bulldozes past him, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit, coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
This offense on third down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Watson, letting one fly deep for Cooper. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
Jackson on first down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Jackson had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They go play action now. Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 31, Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? He'll drop to throw. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
He's got Njoku over the middle. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, there's an option play left. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline. Down, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. A lot of pressure here for Cade York. From the left hash, a chip shot here. York able to send this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Dobbins with it.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Here's Jackson.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Chubb on the counter. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, a 21-yard touchdown run.
And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Ravens 14.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Conner. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play. Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15.
And able to get this out to the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Throwing now, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Jackson to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Jackson.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on,